Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Texas Man back here with another video. We are, of course, going to be continuing talking about Star Trek and, of course, the recently released things, including Section 31 and Strange New Worlds Season 3. So, you guys can go ahead and look up this information for yourself. It's out there on the internet, on interviews and whatnot from Comic-Con. I think Star Trek is about to die. I think... And when I say die, I mean it's going to take at least a 5-10 year break. So we're in the throes of the fact that Discovery has ended its 5-year run. Strange New Worlds Season 3 is about to kick off soon. It has been greenlit for Season 4. But, it hasn't been in production or anything like that. So who knows, Season 3 might be the last one. Season 4 may or may not happen, and it might be the last season. Picardo's wrapped up. Lower Decks, Prodigy, and whatnot, I think those will get wrapped up fairly soon, considering how much those cost for animation. Star Trek, ever since Discovery era and the J.J. Abrams movies, has been losing Paramount a lot of money. It's not been making money hand over fist. It's been doing the complete opposite. And I think Star Trek is going to be, I'd say in about 2 to 3 years, Star Trek is going to take a break. I know, that rhymed. I think Star Trek is going to take a break. At least for 5 years, hopefully longer. Kind of like what happened with the ending of Enterprise, leading up into the J.J. Abrams movies and then Discovery. I think there needs to be a break for fresh perspectives, fresh and proper ideas, and that way writers, producers, and directors, and people behind the scenes, writing and directing, and get a good cast of characters, good cast of people to play characters that they have a passion about, instead of trying to push this political ideology. Based on recent interviews and clips I have seen from Comic-Con, Star Trek, and I know they've been doing this for a while, but I feel like it's at a boiling point now, where they're pushing race, they're pushing the woke ideology, and yes, they've been pushing this for a couple years now with things of Discovery and such. And they even had it a little bit in some of the Golden Era parts of Star Trek, like DS9. But I think it's gotten progressively worse as time has gone on, and I think it's gotten to a point where people are just have had enough. Star Trek Section 31 is primarily what I'm going to be focusing on when it comes to this video. And in their interviews and in their statements, they have said, we're trying to embrace inclusivity. And we've been seeing that a lot, not just with Star Trek, but with a lot of other forms of media, whether that's music, other movies and shows, games. We're in this point in our entertainment and our social gatherings where inclusivity is everywhere. Everyone can love everybody, everyone can be friends with everybody, and everyone needs to get along with everybody. That's not the real world. Okay? I'm sorry if you lived in this bubble for your childhood, and then when you finally turned 17, 18, you finally broke out and you realized, oh no, the world just hates me! Hate to break it to you, not everyone's going to be your friend. Not everyone's going to be inclusive and agree with you on everything. That's just not reality. If you think that, then go back inside of your little bubble and hang out in your bunker until you die of old age. Inclusivity breaks Star Trek as a franchise from the ground up. Okay? If Star Trek has inclusivity, that means the Prime Directive, the rules and the laws to be able to join the Federation, and even the need for Section 31 to exist as an organization. All those things are null and void. Because if you have inclusivity, there's no reason for the Prime Directive to ever exist. If you have inclusivity, there shouldn't be any rules or laws. That means anybody, any race, any faction within the entire universe of Star Trek should be able to join the Federation without having to go through a procedure process. Also, why do we need to have a Black Ops organization within the Federation to make it where, there's an organization, there's a group of people out there protecting the interests and the ideals of the Federation from external forces that they cannot see at the moment? If we have inclusivity, there should be no threats to the Federation as a whole. So why do we need a Black Ops unit to protect the Federation? Section 31 doesn't need to exist if we have inclusivity. Also, that means any factions, such as the Borg, for example, should be able to join the Federation. The Borg, because of inclusivity being in Star Trek, the Borg should not be wanting to take over the Federation and any other species within the universe and make them join the collective. There shouldn't be any need for that for the Borg. So the Borg must be just completely anti-inclusivity based. Really? You don't expect people in the Star Trek franchise to be treated equally. Star Trek treats people and races and organizations. We don't see the Federation, the Klingons, the Romulan Empire, the Cardassian Union, the Bajorans, the Changelings. Shall I go on? All of these different factions are different because there is no inclusivity among them. There is peace treaties, there's allies, but not everybody agrees with every other race's belief system and stances on everything. Not every single race is a carbon copy of each other. Hence why they're different, yo! Star Trek treats the people and races different based on the actions and the words of the other factions and races and people. For example, the Borg and the Bajorans weren't and shouldn't be treated equal. Okay? The Borg want to convert every other life form to become a part of their collective. The Bajorans believe in a spiritual walk. They believe in the prophets, the wormhole aliens. They believe that they're against the power race. They're a very spiritual community. The Federation wants to defend and protect its territory against the Borg. The Federation, though, when it comes to the Bajorans, wants them to be their allies and hopefully one day join the Federation. Do you see the difference? We can't have inclusivity when one of them wants to wipe out the other. It doesn't work like that. And even when the Bajorans were trying to join the Federation during DS9, there was a lot of differences, including, the spirituality. The Federation never believed in the prophets, but the Bajorans did. Star Trek trying to embrace inclusivity is just a problem. And I think it's the biggest problem as to why Star Trek is going to eventually die. And I know a lot of people are like, well, it's already dead. It's been dead for a while ever since they did the reboot with the J.J. Abrams movies and Discovery and yada, yada, yada. I think it's going to get to a point where the people that have been drinking that much Kool-Aid and thinking that Discovery and everything Picard and everything Prodigy and Strange New Worlds and the J.J. Abrams movie, the people that have been drinking that Kool-Aid, I think, are finally starting to realize, hey, you know what? Can we just have some normal filtered water? I'm good with water. I don't need this other side dish that you keep serving me, because this side dish that you keep serving me, it's really nasty. I don't like it. I think most people are waking up to that. There is, unfortunately, a small group of people, and I'm sure my comment section is going to get blown up with them. There is a small group of people that probably haven't even watched all the way to this video, and they're just toxic fan bases, and they don't like the fact that I'm talking against everything that they believe in, because they've drinking so much Kool-Aid, it's gone into their entire bloodstream, and it's never going to leave. Because of those types of people that are just toxic and they hate everything that I stand for and I stand against, inclusivity, anti-inclusivity, they're going to hate my comment section. They're just going to blow up my comment section. But I know. It is what it is. It is the internet. I made this YouTube video, and it is what it is. So, if you're going to comment down below and you've actually made it to this video, please make sure you guys keep it clean and proper and give me your opinions along with some facts, perhaps, to back up your claims. Do not attack me on a personal level, and do not get crass and crude. Otherwise, I will report you to Google, and I will delete your comment as well. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please do let me know, do you guys agree or disagree in the comment section down below. Have an excellent day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.